eager to say something all morning.
You spend, you wait for 26 years to get into the Super Bowl, and then find out that you have to sit on the bench. Just on that note, I want to say, Tom and I were laughing, 26 years ago, almost exactly 26 years ago, was the first motion that Tom and I did together on this case. We were in Winnipeg. We were amending the statement of claim, and then they, of course, moved to throw us out to amend it in certain ways. Well, we didn't have computers. We didn't have word processors. For heaven's sakes, we were communicating with them by the word processors and back to Vancouver and to Winnipeg and so on. I want to say that one of the greatest privileges in my life was sitting over down the street there in the archives, the history of the Métis Nation in Manitoba. And it's been a great learning experience for me. It's made me more knowledgeable, it's made me more humble. It's given me a richness of understanding the courage and perseverance that all of you and your ancestors have displayed for more than 100 years, 150 years. It's something that all of you, I know, take pride in, and you should take pride in it, and I agree with David. I think that the future will show that your perseverance has paid off and will continue to pay off. I want to pay tribute to David and the board, whose stalwart support for this action over many years. The first period and the second period. You got to get to the third period before you know what's going to happen. We had that one today. So that's all I have to say. I want to thank all the work that Harley did supporting us. Guylaine, was in court with us every day through the trial at the Queen's Bench and every day in the Court of Appeal, just in case there would be a judge who spoke only French. But that hasn't happened. So thank Guylaine for all of her support, and Tom.
I will say that my favorite moment in the day was, I think that, as David said, one of the challenges I had with one of the questions, I found that, and I don't know if she was asking it for the answer to assist or if she actually was having problems with it, but I clearly was very happy to be able to say we've always been, and 1982 didn't change. The only problem in the history is how the government attempted to see us or treat us. It wasn't how our families or how our nation saw ourselves, and I hope that that resonated with the court. I think it did. It's not very many days where you get the Chief Justice defending your honor. I truly enjoyed when Canada took a swipe at me of saying, oh, Mr. Madden standing up and saying this group is a collective and they have some sort of collective consciousness, and the Chief Justice leans in and says, well, this is my understanding of history, and she goes, but do you have a different take on it? And so that will be my highlight of the Chief Justice defending my honor, and essentially, highlighting the nonsense that the lawyer from Canada was making about we're just this ragtag bunch of individuals. And I think at the very least, this case will force the court to reconcile all of the, I think I'm going to steal another line from Jean, because I often do, of the one thing that Canada's been inconsistent in is being inconsistent in how they've treated the Métis. One day it's this, one day they talk out of this side of the mouth, one day they talk out of this side of the mouth, and at least that this will force them to reconcile or get it straight, because 1982 wasn't just a little sign on the side of the road that we drove by. It meant something, and this case, I think, it provides, in my mind, that provides the base, and this case provides some of the meat that will then, we can build upon that. We've already been here once with Powley, and it made that big pronouncement about they are a collective, they're in Section 35 and it means something, and now we can just hope that this Supreme Court of Canada also says they're in Section 31 and it means something. And I'm looking forward to the judgment. Thanks.
day in court. And I was trying to count up, I think this is my 10th time at the Supreme Court of Canada. He was the judge, the Chief Justice was in the middle. He was the judge as you were looking at the court, first to her left, thank you.
Right.
Well, first to her right, first to our left.
Yeah.
And I